Hi library families, it's Kathleen from the Public Library, here for another story time with you. I'm coming to you from my backyard, and I thought it would be fun to do an outdoor story time with you, especially since we're going to be learning about one of my favorite birds. Has anyone ever seen one of these? Do you remember what it's called? That's right, robin. That's a robin. We're going to learn about robins today. Do you know anything about robins? Maybe what they eat, where they sleep, where their babies come from? Maybe you can hear them singing. Let's listen. Thought I heard one singing. Did you hear that? Maybe that's a robin. I think it might have been. Well, anyhow, let's read this book called Life Cycles of a Robin. Let's learn a little bit about what robins do. Robins are a migratory bird. They come here in the spring. I think I saw them maybe 6 weeks ago. They came early when it was still really cold and snowy. And they'll stay here all summer and they'll have their babies. And then in the fall, they'll head back to the warmer south. Look at the robin. Robins sing in trees. A robin is a bird, like a duck or an owl. Is this a robin? No. There's the robin. This is the duck. How does a robin grow? A robin starts as a blue egg. Here are the eggs in a nest. Wow, we've answered a lot of our questions, haven't we? We've answered where robin babies come from, eggs, and where they like to live, in a nest. A mother robin keeps the eggs warm by sitting. The eggs are under the nest. One day, the eggs will hatch. Now look here, you can see a baby robin. Those dark blue spots are their eyes, not open yet. They don't even have any feathers. They almost don't even look like a bird. Baby robins are called chicks. The chicks cannot fly. Here's one with its mouth open and those big, funny-looking eyes. Here's his brother or sister. And here's 1, 2, 3, and they're all opening their mouths for something. What do you think they're opening their mouths for? Food, that's right. Now we'll learn about what robins eat. The mother and father robins bring the chicks food. They eat insects, worms, and berries. Look at this mother robin. She's got an insect going right in that bird's mouth. Now look how they've grown. They have eyes that are open, and they have some feathers. And look at this, is a juvenile, like a teenage robin eating a worm. So we learned they eat insects, worms, and berries. The chicks grow feathers and get bigger. They learn how to fly and find food. They look so different now. They look like birds, don't they? This robin is grown up. It's such fun to watch a robin grow. Wow, we learned a lot about robins in that book, didn't we? This is called a nonfiction book. It has facts and information. It's not really a story, is it? You might like nonfiction books. We have them on almost every animal you can think of at the library. All right, I've got another book for us. This one is called This is the Nest That Robin Built. Now do you think this is a nonfiction book with facts and information, or is it more of a story? I think it's more of a story, but I think we'll learn some facts about robins in here too. This is written by Denise Fleming. She's written a lot of children's books, and she does such beautiful artwork too. I forgot to thank the publisher of our first book for allowing me to read this to you. This is by Learner Publications. Thank you for allowing me to read this to kids. And then Denise's book is published by, I want to say, let me look for you real quick. Simon & Schuster. Thanks for allowing me to read this to kiddos today. All right, this is the nest that Robin built. Look at that. Is that a robin? Nope, I think that's a squirrel. This is the squirrel who trimmed the twigs not too big that anchor the nest that Robin built. Oh, this is the dog who brought the string long and strong that wraps round the twigs not too big that anchor the nest that Robin built. Oh, takes a lot to build a nest. This is the horse who shared his straw rough and tough that covers the string long and strong that wraps round the twigs not too big that anchor the nest that Robin built. Oh, grasses, straw, strings all in a nest. This is the pig who mixed the mud soft not soupy that plasters the straw rough and tough that covers the string, close the door please, long and strong that wraps round the twigs not too big that anchor the nest that the Robin built. Wow, okay, we have another ingredient for our nest, mud. Oh, this is the mouse. Look at that sweet mouse, who gathered the weeds dotted with seeds that bind the mud, not soft, not soupy, that plasters the straw rough and tough, that covers the string long and strong, that wraps round the twigs not too big, that anchors the nest that Robin built. I love her illustrations. You see this friendly frog down here? Oh, what's our next animal? Hop, 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 nibble, nibble. It's a rabbit. This is the rabbit who picked the grass, fresh and sweet, that cushions the weeds, dotted with seeds, that bind the mud, soft, not soupy, that plasters the straw, rough and tough, that covers the string, long and strong, that wraps round the twigs, not too big, that anchor the nest that the Robin built. Oh, do you remember what those are? Robin eggs. These are the eggs, brittle and blue. Brittle means delicate, like they break real easily. That lay on the grass, fresh and sweet, that cushion the weeds, dotted with seeds, that bind the mud, soft, not soupy, that plasters the straw, rough and tough, that covers the string, long and strong, that wraps round the twigs, not too big, that anchor the nest that the Robin built. Oh, those are robin chicks. We learned that they're called chicks when they're in the nest. These are the nestlings. Oh, they call it a nestling, same as a chick. These are the nestlings, tuft and pink, that crack the eggs, brittle and blue, that lay on the grass, fresh and sweet, that cushions the weeds, dotted with seeds, that binds the mud, soft, not soupy, that plasters the straw, rough and tough, that covers the string, long and strong, that wraps round the twigs, not too big, that anchor the nest that Robin built. I bet by now you can finish that sentence, can't you? Oh, and this is the Robin who built the nest. Oh, look at this. Whoa, look at that whole process. That is how she built the nest. Let's look over that. Oh, let's see. Who built the nest anchored with twigs, not too big, wrapped with string, long and strong, covered with straw, rough and tough, plastered with mud, soft, not soupy, bound with weeds, dotted with seeds, cushioned with grass, fresh and sweet, who laid the eggs, brittle and blue, cracked by nestlings, tuft and pink. Now young fledglings, rumpled and ruffled, are ready to fly. Oh, look, they're getting ready to jump out and learn how to fly. Now they're called fledglings. They're fledglings. Bye. It says bye. He looks a little nervous, doesn't he? I can tell by that little eye. Like, oh. But look, there's Mama Bird watching her babies fly. Oh, I love that book. When the library opens back up, you can come check this book out. I've got one more book for us. This one is called, have you heard, The Nesting Bird? Now we know all about the nesting bird, don't we? We know it's the robin. Lots of birds live in nests to have their babies. Let's read this one. This one is about bird songs and bird calls, and the illustrations are so lovely. This is written by, go sit over there. If you want to listen, you can. This is written by Rita Gray, pictures by Kennard Pack, and it is published by Houghton Mifflin, so thank you for allowing me to read it online. You can sit down and read with me. I've got my neighbor friend here, Owen. You want to say hi? This is Owen. He lives down the street. Here we go. Owen, would you shut that door for me, please? Here we go. Let's read. Morning doves take their morning stroll. Cuckoo, cuckoo. You might hear those in the morning. We have those in Bozeman. Woodpecker calls from a tree with a hole. Cuck-cuck-cuck-cuck-cuck. Starling sings from a metal pole. Whistle wee wee tree. Oh, I hear the birds in my tree singing. Do you hear them? I can hear them. But have you heard the nesting bird? What bird? Where? Honey, shut the door, please. That robin nesting up there. Oh, did you see that there's little children talking about these birds? Sparrow makes a simple jingle. Chittick, chittick. Swallow slides from under a shingle. Ha ha, chit chit chit. Ha ha, twit twit. There's a swallow. Crow calls out, come meet and mingle. Caw, caw, caw. But have you heard the nesting bird? Not a single tweet or trill. This nesting bird is so very still. Oh, our robin is in her nest. Do you remember what she does in her nest? Cardinal wears a pointy hat. Chirry, 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 pretty, pretty, pretty. Chirry, 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 pretty, pretty, pretty. Chickadee is an acrobat. Chickadee-dee-dee, chickadee-dee-dee. We have those in Bozeman too. And that song is why they're called the chickadee. Catbird sounds like a hungry cat. Meow, 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 meow. But have you heard the nesting bird? It does not sing even a bit. All it does is sit and sit. Can you see it up there in the tree? Right here. It doesn't make any noise. It sits and sits. Blue jay's shriek is sharp as a drill. Jay, 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 jay. Whippoorwill has his favorite trill. Whippoorwill, whippoorwill. Wood thrush turns the twilight still. Eole, eole. But have you heard the nesting bird? It hasn't sung a single song. This bird has been sitting for so very long. That's my dog. Sorry. Oh, look at this. What time of day? I think that's nighttime. Noah, shh. I'm doing story time. Do you see the bird anywhere? Look real closely. Oh, that's right there. It's nighttime. Wait, what's that? Tapping, cracking. Something made a little sound. Breaking, shaking. The bird is starting to move around. Ruffling, shuffling. What do you think's happening? Remember what's under her? The bird flew off with something blue. Right there, do you see the blue in his little foot? And the other blue, and look, there's another robin coming too. Cheeping and peeping. Cheep, 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 cheep. Do you remember what's blue that's in a robin's nest? That's right, the eggs. The baby birds are here. Do you see them? Oh, that mama was sitting on some eggs, wasn't she? That's the end. In the back, though, they have some facts about robins. And I think the most interesting one that I read was about those eggs, the robin eggs. Once they've cracked and the babies come out, the mom or the dad takes those broken eggshells, holds them in their feet, and flies them far away and drops them. The reason they do that is if they were to drop those eggs down below their nest, that might alert a predator or somebody who might want to eat the baby birds, like a cat, that there is babies nearby if they smelled those eggs. So that's a way to distract somebody from coming to eat those babies, as sad as that is. Well, I think what we're going to do for our craft today is try to make a nest. We're going to go gather some things. Do you remember from this book what it takes to make a nest? There was mud and string and grass and weeds and sticks. So I'm going to go gather some of those things and make some mud with water and dirt. And then I'll come back and we'll play around with making a nest. This is something you probably want to ask your parents if you can do. Before we do that, though, let's do one quick little finger play. Do you guys remember this? Two little blackbirds sitting in a tree. One named... What? I think I messed that up. Two little blackbirds... I messed that up. Let's start over. Two little blackbirds sitting on a hill. One named Jack and one named Jill. Fly away, Jack. Fly away, Jill. Come back, Jack. Come back, Jill. Two little blackbirds sitting on a cloud. One named Quiet. One named Loud. Fly away, Quiet. Fly away, Loud. Come back, Quiet. Come back, Loud. Two little blackbirds sitting in the snow. One named Fast and one named Slow. Fly away fast. Fly away slow. Come back fast. Come back slow. I love that one. All right, so I'm going to go get my nest making supplies and I'll be right back. Okay, come sit by me. Okay, so I've got my son Noah here and we are going to try to build a nest. Do you think we can build as good as a bird?
Yeah.
I don't know if we can build as good as a bird. So what have we gathered? Some things from our yard, like this is from some iris plants. We've got lots of twigs and some finer twigs and where did our grass go? Our grass, oh, it's right here. We got some grass, dried grass, and some moss and some soil and water. Now, I think we'll make the mud first, but we don't want to make it too soupy, right?
Yeah, because if you put too much water in it, it will make a mud puddle. Yeah, that's Owen.
Our neighbor friend, Owen. Okay, so we've got some nice mud. What's next? What do you think we need to do next? Mix that up really nicely. What's a nest? What kind of shape is a nest? Kind of like this bowl, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of like a...
Maybe should we use this bowl to help us?
Kind of like a semicircle, right?
That's right, half of a circle. All right, should we start with the dry grass? Or the twigs? What do you think?
I don't know.
Well, I think we should start with the grass. And let's see. Oh, I found some of this, like, I don't know what this is. Some kind of filler material that would go on a quilt or something.
I know what that is.
What is it?
That's supposed to keep a place with wood chips staying up.
Oh, here, come over in the video with me. Okay, so
if wood chips are just on grass, they'll like break it.
So I'm going to take a little bit of mud. I don't know how birds do it. Maybe they use their feathers to do that. I don't know. Should we just kind of mush it together and then form it?
Yeah.
That's starting to look nestish. Put a little in more in there. Okay. Ooh, come in the video so the kids can see you making it. Come sit by me. Okay. There we go. Okay, we're getting it nice. And let's save that mud. Okay, now what do you think we should do?
I'm gonna go wash my hands.
Oh, okay. I'll be the dirty hand person. Okay, so we've got that. Now, remember, think about it what a nest looks like. I'm going to turn that inside out. Okay, so I kind of have that nest shape, right? Kind of make it like a nest. Take a little bit more of that mud. Okay.
What past
There we go. Now, that's looking like a nest. Now, I think I've seen birds, they get in there and they pat it with their tummies and make it. So I'm going to pretend I have a tummy, a bird tummy. Then, I don't know, should we use some of these? Maybe these can be the support on the outside. And I'm just going to kind of Put them around there. I need more mud. Okay. Oh, this is tricky.
If you don't have enough mud, I can just give you some mud.
Oh, that'd be nice. We'll see if I run out. Let's see, should we try some of these twigs? Boy, this is hard. Maybe these twigs are too thick. I'm gonna kind of put one through the middle there. Okay, Noah's back from washing his hands.
Yep, I'm right here.
I'm
right here.
having a hard time. Look, we've kind of got a nest shake. What do you think we should do next?
We should put the twigs in there.
Okay.
We should probably put a little bit of wool in it, like.
Oh, this stuff?
Yeah, that stuff.
What will that do?
Well, first the twigs.
Okay, help me out.
Because then it will.
Okay, here's a nice little twig. How are we gonna?
Can this go
put it
like
in there?
this? Can go like this.
Okay. Put a little more mud. Okay.
We break them into
look what
little
I found.
pieces.
You want to bring that twig? Well, I don't know. Yeah. Thank you. Just don't know. There we go. Okay. It's getting there. Okay. Oh, I think we might have to make more mud. Okay. This is probably a nest for a very small bird.
Yeah.
I have a real nest. We'll compare it to that. Okay, what else do we need to do? It's not sticking together very well. I think let's do some of this moss, maybe?
That's the moss for
The inside? Why do we want to put it on the inside?
Because then it will make it nice and cozy.
Cozy, that's right, Furry.
Snuggly.
Snuggly for the baby eggs. Oh, that does look very nice inside, doesn't it? And we are getting a nice nest shape. Now, of course, that mud has to dry. Now, I wonder how they get the twigs.
Why are you putting grass in the mud?
He's making some more. I wonder how they get the twigs to wrap around. You know, they make the twigs wrap around.
Kind of weird.
I can't imagine doing this being a little bird. Okay. Well, I think we've used everything. Should we put the wool in now? You want to put some more?
I'm making it like a grass kind of mud. Muddy grass.
Grass. Are we going to put that in here?
Yeah, we're going to put it inside for the little birds. Yeah, for this to look like cozy.
Okay. I've got it pretty cozy with the wool. How about we put that on the outside?
Yeah, how about we put that like right here?
Okay.
But we'll fill it with mud.
Now we have to let it dry. And then after
Grass!
it dries, we'll show you what it looks like.
Grass!
Okay, is it done? Are we done, Noah?
Yep.
Okay. So here is our finished nest. I think it looks quite lovely. And we're going to let it dry. And we'll show it to you when we're done.
So,
Want to turn it off?
bye. See you later.
Okay. Now